game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play. But it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Whoa, 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 ahoy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and teddy pants less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we lay down our bets. No serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. Sideline jokes and post-match tales, all the big goofs and epic fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy, ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Wasted world of sports, here's to more cheers. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.
Yes, good afternoon, Wasted World of Sports crew. Ahoy! How is everybody doing? Welcome to Super Saturday, and what a Super Saturday it will be. 3 fantastic games. Let's be honest, this one, Titans versus the Warriors, should be an absolute walk in the park for the Wars. But Warriors teams of the past, this is the sort of game that's a real banana peel for them, isn't it? Are the Warriors a different team in season 2026? Well, this is a game where they once again need to make a massive statement and just come out here at Cbus and annihilate the ever-living bollocks out of the Gold Coast Titans. Mania 2, ahoy there. Welcome along over on the TikTok. Rapidi Pavel, ahoy mate. Exciting games tonight. Could be a couple of upsets. Could very well be an upset starting with this one, if we're being perfectly honest. Like I was just saying, this is a game that the Wars would typically stumble and let things slip. But if they're going to be a serious threat in 2026, this is the sort of game that they really, really have to make a statement and win. AFBOCC, ahoy mate. Cowboys need to work on their ruck defense. Cowboys need to work on their defense, period. I mean, you can't have 82 points put on you and not have to work on your defense everywhere, right? Chris Bradley, ahoy, mate. Gamer Mel, ahoy. Adam Sweet, ahoy. Michael7862, ahoy, mate. Channel members, channel members, channel members, channel members. Love it. In Stillu, if the Warriors beat the Titans, then the NRL doesn't work. Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's the most compelling argument in the world as the Wars run out onto Cbus Stadium which could very well be almost like a home game for the Wars. Lots of expat Kiwis down at the Gold Coast. I know that for a fact. But yes, in Stillo, if the Warriors beat the Titans, then the NRL doesn't work. How the Titans beat the Panthers, but not the Warriors. Well, the Panthers were resting half their squad that week. Let's not forget that it was State of Origin, and it was a glorified Panthers reserve grade team. So let's not ignore that simple fact. That's a big difference between the two games. The Warriors have gone with a full-strength team available to them. They haven't rested anybody. Adam Sweets, thank you so much, mate, for the super chat. And there's all sorts of factors, isn't there? There's HIAs that happen during the course of a game. There's weather conditions. There's all sorts of things. God bless you in Stillo, but certainly not the most compelling of arguments there. Kickoff moments away. Titans versus the Warriors. Are the Warriors the real deal in 2026? They're certainly proving to be so far. Can they keep it up with a big performance here this afternoon? Titans get us underway. Warriors with first use of the footy. Nickel Clockstad takes the kickoff. And Fisher Harris from the back fence. Clarence. Ahoy, mate. Clarence Renata. You've got 50 on the ref for the wrong call. That would be paying about $1.01. As future Brisbane Bronco, Mitch Barnett. The trader, Barnett. Mitchell Barnett. I want to go back to Sydney. I'm homesick. Signs for the Brisbane Broncos. Yeah, that Mitchell Barnett. Good set, this one for the Wars. First up, Nickel Clockstad will take fifth and last. Bang on the halfway line. Harris Tavita now puts this kick in, stabs it over the top, short of Kinney, who comes forward for it. And Keanu Kinney bringing it back to the 20-metre line. Bulldogs staying in the 8. Ayu. Six more for the Titans halfway through the set. Ruck infringement. Warriors defenders too slow to get up and let the play the ball commence. Fermor angling back in. Takes it into the Warriors half here for the Titans. Ba'asua Malawi straight up the middle. Runs straight at Fisher Harris. That's a good contest there for my celebrity NRL boxing. Randall takes it to the line and dummies. Brought down 25 out from the line in midfield. Ba'asua Malawi goes again. Heavy involvements early on. Fifth and last and quick ball for the Titans. Here's Campbell. Cutout pass is intercepted. And Watene Zalesniak's going to go the distance, is he? Keanu Kinney to beat. Oh, Kinney with the try saver. 40 metres out from the line, but front foot ball. Here's the wrecker, Halasima. Straight over the top of Harrison. You thought Watene Zalesniak was away for all money. Martin through the hands now. Harris Tavita for Capewell. Dummies. Takes on Harrison. He's brought down 20 metres out. Loses the ball. Big mistake, Curtis Capewell. Well, this game's been very exciting. It's only 3 minutes old. Titans with front foot ball on the attack. Watene Zalesniak, the intercept. Keanu Kinney tracks him down, makes a try saver. And then Kurt Capewell comes up with the mistake, getting up to play the ball. We could be in for a hell of an exciting game. Scrum down here for the Titans. I really do wish that the bug, the scoreboard bug on the TV, the Warriors are WAR, right? I really wish that instead of GLD for the Gold Coast, that they put TIT for the Titans. Bottleacre up to halfway. Good field position again here for the Titans. For Asua Malawi. Another good carry up the middle. Beats the tackle of Egan. And he's brought to ground by Mitchell Barnett and Clark on the fifth and last. Harrison from 40 out puts the high ball up. Waiting for it on his own goal line. Pereira, he's lined up in the kick chase and does well to stay in the field of play. Warriors under the pump, though, this set. Tackle one, half a metre out. Or what if the NRL and Fox Sports actually lent into the whole WARS thing? Instead of WAR for Warriors, go WAH. As Egan out of dummy half, finds space up the middle. Was that touched by Randall? 6 more? No call from the referee. Egan goes again. Loses the ball in the tackle. Penalty, though, for the Warriors. Chris Randall, presumably not square at marker there. A little bit of a let-off for the Warriors. Yes, it was. Marker not square. There we go. Officially. Same game multi in this one. Harris Tavita for 6+ points. Pereira and Wateni Zalesniak to combine for 3+ tries. Philip Sami or Ollie Pascoe. Keanu Kinney or Jaden Campbell as the Warriors go into Titans territory. Barnett, good carry. Finding themselves 40 metres out. Clark goes left for Martin. Delays the pass for Harris Tavita. Short ball for Halasima. Halasima goes straight through. And he's dragged down 5 out from the line over on that left edge. 6 again. Ruck infringement. Egan for Clark as they shift right now, the Warriors. Tamate Martin takes the line on himself. Half a metre out. Titans are up quickly. Were they up too quickly? No, it's fine, says the referee. As Nickel Klukstad taken down 10 metres out from the line. Clark back into midfield. Halfway through the set now. Scarecrow, ahoy, mate. Egan goes right for Martin. Nickel Klukstad on to Leitauer. Quick hands for Wateni Zalesniak. And there's the first try in the corner. Dallin Wateni Zalesniak with the first try of the night. Warriors up 4-0, kick to come. And that was just simple draw and pass. Simple draw and pass. It was Laban who ran the decoy. Laban gets the outside man to turn in, and then it's just a simple overlap, draw and pass. Here's Laban on the decoy, goes out the back. He drew in Jaden Campbell, creating the overlap. Easy peasy. And an easy finish there for Wateni Zalesniak. Mr. Soulglow himself. Missed out on the length of the field intercept. Squares it up with that one. Glenn Woods, ahoy, mate. Up the wires. Judah Shivian, ahoy, buddy. Oh, Mr. Ed's dead. Joining the channel membership. Cheers, mate. Mr. Ed's dead, our American friend. Harris Tavita from the sideline. A difficult attempt. Remember, I need him 6+ points for this same game multi as well. As well, of course, it would be a fantastic start for the Wars to go up by 6. Harris Tavita from the sideline. Strikes it well. Holds its line. Doesn't hold its line enough. It hits the post and bounces away. Oh, dear. Why do I get the feeling Harris Tavita could be my one leg that gets let down here tonight? Rugby fella, cheers, mate. Welcome to the stands. New channel member, Rugby fella and Mr. Ed's dead. Cheers for the support there on YouTube. Peter Bosch, thank you very much for the super chat. YouTube going off today. 8.5 minutes gone in this opening 40. Warriors up 4 points to 0. The missed goal by Harris Tavita from the sideline. Hopefully we get some closer kicks, and he gets his 6 points. David Tuakata, ahoy, mate. Selva Thangamani says we have to win this game. Wateni Zalesniak living the dream, says Glenn Woods. Is Egan out of dummy half again? He's finding some space out of dummy half. Mosquioz needs Calm Pereira for this game. Calm Pereira only. Well, that should be a pretty easy deal. Fifth and last for the Waz on halfway. Martin puts the kick down. Kinney coming across for it. Takes it under pressure on his own 10. Titans back in possession. Big defense, though, from the Waz. Dominant tackle. Keeping the Titans pinned inside their own 10. Brimson trying to get some go forward. Clint 007, ahoy, mate. DJ Skinny up the Waz. Bottleacre takes it up the middle. Dummies, he's almost tipped up. Careful there, boys. That's Capewell. Fifth and last. Only 23 metres off that set. Harrison with a low flat kick over the top that will sit up on the 20-metre line. Wateni Zalesniak treating it with absolute caution before he picks this one up. Emmanuel walks with you. Ahoy, mate. Glorious King over there on TikTok. This is Saturday games are exclusive to Fox Sports normally. Fox Sports / KO. Set restart here for the Waz. Clark up to halfway. Johnny Michael, ahoy, mate. Channel members at the Wazoo here today. All in support of the Warriors, right? What I like to hear. Martin goes for Laban. Cuts back in field. 20 metres out now. Warriors, 3 tackles left to attack. Barnett for Martin. Delays the pass left. Harris Tavita for Lecker the Wrecker. And Halasima 5 metres out on that left edge. Calm Pereira goes into play dummy half. It was slow service. So Barnett will just settle it down here. Right in front of the post, 10 metres out. Egan back for the left. Harris Tavita for Halasima. Quick hands, Calm Pereira goes in and away on Fafita and scores the try. Calm Pereira in the left corner this time. Wateni Zalesniak scores try number 1 in the right. Calm Pereira try number 2, the left. And the Waz are on fire. Absolute fire. Jojo Fafita gets the ankles broken. The stutter step from Calm Pereira. 8 points to 0, kick to come, and this is an impressive start for the Warriors. Amazing stuff. That's the second of the 3+ tries I need combined for Calm Pereira and Wateni Zalesniak. There you go, Mosquioz. There's your tick for this game. Just got to wait for the next one. Chanel Harris Tavita needs to get that radar working. Get that radar working, boy. He's on the favoured side for a right-footed kicker. Which is useless because he's a lefty. But I am just pointing out the edge of the field that he's on. Harris Tavita to get some points because I need him for 6+. And to give the Wales a very cozy 10 points to 0 lead. Starts this one out to the left. It stays hung out to the left. Oh. Harris Tavita's going to let me down, isn't he? They're going to get all these tries. He's not going to kick any conversions. I only need him for 6+ points. He should have 4 already. Yeah, that could be the leg that lets me down. Unless, of course, he gets a try himself. Warriors up 8 points to 0. Tries to Wateni Zalesniak and Khan Pereira. One on either edge of the field. Titans get us back underway. Nickel Clockstad forward for it, and Fisher Harris winding up. Almost up to the 20-meter line. Good carry there from the captain, leading from the front lines. It's Misty, ahoy there. 2 ticks on both bets. Very nice. It's been a rapid start here for the Waz. 13 minutes gone. And 2 tries, nice and early. Laban takes it up to halfway. Egan out of dummy half again. Catches the markers napping. 40 meters out on the 5th and last. Harris Tavita puts the high ball up. Kinney backing up for it. Takes it on the 10-meter line. Keanu Kinney well wrapped up there on the kick chase. A big step back in from Urumia. Quick play the ball. Kinney with a little bit of space to wind up. 6 more for the Titans. Sami takes it to halfway. Dominant tackle. 3-man tackle by the Waz. Troy Lamartia, ahoy there, mate. Larrens, ahoy. And for Asuamalawe, another good carry. He's made a lot of meters early on. Pasco out of dummy half for Randall. Harrison, the flat pass to Aramahau. Loses the ball. Was it stripped out? Warriors. Play on, says the referee. Aramahau can't control the ball. Poor from the Titans. Wateni Zalesniak out to the 40. Judah Shivian says this is one of the big differences between NFL and NRL. NFL kickers only kick really well. They don't tackle. Oh, man. It's crazy, isn't it? In the NFL, it is a legitimate job just to kick. They come on the field like 3 minutes maybe every match simply to kick the ball. Harris Tavita now out to the left for Halasima. Can't step on the inside of Fafita. 40 meters out on tackle 4. Fisher Harris takes the 5th and last. Fake Slim Shady, ahoy mate. Harris Tavita back down the short side, puts the high ball up. Kinney backing up for it to the goal line. Ducks under the tackle of Tamate Martin. Capewell's got him. And he's brought down half a meter out. Keanu Kinney. Big defense here from the Warriors. No penalties. That'll be the name of the game. I mean, it seems fairly obvious, but for whatever reason, sometimes they just can't seem to do it, can they? Seamus, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you very much for the support. As for Asuamalawe goes again. Oh, he's making some meters, some great fantasy points here for Big Tino. 5th and last. Campbell puts the kick straight down the throat of Nickel Clockstad on his own 10. And he's able to easily wind up and bring it out of the red zone here for the Warriors. 17 minutes gone. Wateni Zalesniak brings it out to the 30-meter line. Let Tower, Harris Tavita, cut out pass left. Khan Pereira goes in and away on Fafita again, and he's up over halfway. Numbers everywhere here for the Waz. Harris Tavita will score under the posts, and there's his 6 points. Chanel Harris Tavita under the sticks. That'll be 6 points. He's got the job done. From 30 out from their own line, the Warriors. Expansive play, and Khan Pereira, isn't he having a day out? Taking on his old club, of course. Former Titan. And Khan Pereira's gone absolutely ballistic. Laren says Khan Pereira did that with so much ease. Harris Tavita scores the try. That'll be 4 points for him. Kick to come from right in front. That'll get me his 6 points. And we are looking pretty sweet for this multi. I mean, now I need the Titans to kind of do something. That's the thing. As Harris Tavita lines this one up. And surely he can't miss this. Bang in front. He's missed from the right. He's missed from the left. Surely he pops this one over from right in front. Harris Tavita converts. And it's 14 points to 0 in favour of the Waz. First tick off the multi. Have yourself a nice cold beer. Tino Fa'asuamalawe on report for something that happened in big back play. Khan Pereira is absolutely tormenting Jojo Fafita. That is a mismatch that needs to be worked on. Titans with the restart. Fisher Harris brings it out to the 10. Rion Goulding, ahoy mate, you need Sami to score. The Warriors full of confidence now, going the early shift. David, 7312, ahoy mate. Alti's looking very promising. Yes, I need the Titans to start getting some attack. It looks like we'll very quickly have the Warriors' legs all ticked off. Fifth and last on halfway. Harris Tavita kicks it over the top for Kinney to take it on the full. And this is a little bit of space for Keanu Kinney, but wrapped up on the 20-meter line. Almost a quarter of this contest gone. Waz up 14 points to 0. Tries to Wateni Zalesniak, Khan Pereira, and Harris Tavita. Just the one conversion. Brimson probing for a gap. Keep it Styler up the Waz for Asuamalawe. Fantasy points out the Wazoo again as he takes it up over halfway. Fifth and last here for the Titans. A 50-meter gain. Harrison kicks it down to the Waz 10, taken by Nickel Clockstadt, who heads infield. Can't get away from Fermor and Brimson, 10 out from his own line. And 1973 G, ahoy mate, up the Waz. Late Tower brings it out of the 20. Barnett up to the 30-meter line. A strong carry. Solid work. Clark, 10 short of halfway. Fifth and last. Down the short side they go. Tamate Martin drops it in front of Kinney. Traps it with his boot. Audacious. Keanu Kinney. Traps it with his boot. Kicks it up. FIFA style. Titans back in possession. For the same game multi, we need the Titans to get some attack going. Randall sets it up on halfway. They're just trying to build momentum. Potowaker for Harrison. Short ball. Fermor bends the line, but well defended. 40 meters out now on the fifth and last. For Jaden Campbell to put the high ball up. And Nickel Clockstadt perfectly positioned once again. Warriors back in possession. Daniel Wheatman, ahoy mate. Maori boy, ahoy mate. Up the Waz. Up 3, ahoy mate. Did I used to play? Yes, I did used to play until I busted both my knees. Playing rugby union. Monster Zero Sugar. Looks like these turds want it to show up this week. Can't be trusted. We'll come back to that as now they go on the shift out to the right. Laban runs in behind Tamate Martin. And they might be getting a little too cute for themselves now, the Waz. Fifth and last on halfway. Harris Tavita puts the kick down. A nice chase here by Halasima. And he's able to shut down Iramia. So Monster Zero Sugar played terrible last week against the Dogs. But everyone's entitled to a bad week. Monster Zero Sugar. Oh, Orama, how charges into contact. Harris Tavita puts his body on the line. Straight up the middle now goes Sami. Capewell drags him down by the ankles from behind. Penalty Titans though. Sami taps and goes. Oh, he's called back. Come back to the mark. Philip Sami. The thing is, though, the confusing part there, the referee waved him on. Sami came racing up to take the quick tap, and the referee said, play on. And then suddenly he said, no, no, no. Come back. Titans find touch just outside the 20. 14 points to 0. The Warriors leading early on here. 3 tries, just the 1 conversion. Harrison inside the 20 for Campbell. Short ball for Fa'asuamalawe again. A good carry. Plenty of fantasy points if you've got Big Tino. As Kinney brought down 10 meters out just to the left of the post. Emor, thank you very much for the heart me over there on TikTok. Fotoega. Big Mo, he's got the arms free. No one to pass to. 2 tackles left here for the Titans as they shift right. Beautiful short ball. Jaden Campbell to Aramahau. And there's a try. Well, I should have had Big Arama in there, shouldn't I? He's a try-scoring machine. I've got Pasco linked with Sami. Campbell linked with Kinney. I probably should have had Big Arama there. The Titans hit back. They finally get some possession. The Warriors just getting a little too cutesy for themselves there. In all honesty, they raced out to that 14 points to 0 lead. And they perhaps just started to think that the game was going to come way too easy. And they started throwing the ball around, went away from their systems, and they were just throwing the ball around willy-nilly, a little bit headless. And it's allowed some mistakes, and the Titans to just drag themselves back into this contest. George. Excuse me. George. Lafatzis. Ahoy, mate. And it can happen, can't it? It can happen. You race out to an early lead and you get a little bit... you just get a little bit too cool for school. Jaden Campbell, 10 to the right of the post. Slots it down the middle. Conversion successful. 14 points to 6. Titans have hit back. Dear, oh dear. Warriors got to keep their head in the game. You don't go away from what's working. And that's what they did there. J-Dog, ahoy, mate. The most recent try, Big Bad Aramahau for the Gold Coast Titans. 3 tries for the Waz, but just the 1 conversion with Tenny Zalesniak, Cam Pereira, and Harris Tavita. As the kickoff only goes down to the 10-meter line. Up 3 says Titans a bogey team for the Waz. They certainly have been in the past, haven't they? And the Titans, like, honestly, if you're sitting in the top 8 or fighting for the top 8, Warriors are obviously doing a little bit better than that. They're fighting for a top 2 spot, probably. you don't want to be coming up against the Titans at home at the moment because they're starting to show really good signs, aren't they, the Titans? Pascoe goes infield here for Sami, and a good carry 40 metres out from the Warriors line. Campbell puts the high ball up 46 metres off that set. Nickel Clockstad forward for it. He allows Brimson to go up for it. And we've got a knock on against Brimson. Well, it's going to be Warriors ball regardless, but I don't know how that was a knock on by Brimson. And they're going to challenge it here. Well, I don't understand the point of challenging this, really, because the Warriors came up with the ball anyway. It's a captain's challenge. Brimson was called for a knock on. They might be... yeah, you could make a case there that was knocked on, I suppose. But either way, it fell for Tomato Martin. I don't understand the challenge unless they think that Nickel Clockstad perhaps put hands on Brimson before he hits the deck. Challenge is unsuccessful. Well, it was a weird challenge there from the Titans. The Warriors came down with the ball anyway. I don't really understand the need to challenge that one, but... Well, anyway, they have completely burnt their captain's challenge there, the Titans. That was a bizarre one. Maybe they felt like Brimson was taken in the air by Nickel Clockstad. Maybe. But since the Warriors came up with the clean possession afterwards anyway, that was a really odd challenge. Laban offloads back for Egan. Hot potato stuff again here from the Wars. They just need to go back to their systems that were working so good in the opening 10 minutes. 10 short of halfway. Harris Tavita turns it inside for Halasima. Probing. Taken down just short of halfway. Egan goes short for Nickel Clockstad. Breaks them up the middle. Kinney to beat. Oh, but he doesn't get to Kinney. Harrison shuts him down. They keep the ball alive, though. Second phase. Laban. He keeps it alive. Back in field. Martin looking to float it over the top to the right, but he turns it inside for Lair Tower. 10 metres out now on the fifth and last. 75 metres they've gone. Harris Tavita. Crossfield kick. Looking for Halasima. Oh, did he make contact in the air? No. Titans ball. Jojo Fafita came down with it. Warriors racing up out of the line. Big defense from the Warriors. But, yeah, I'm sure that's something that will get talked about in the post-game analysis. The Titans, a bizarre use of the captain's challenge, to say the least. Cooper buys on the field. 12 and a half to go until the break. Fifth and last, only 23 metres off that set. The kick down to Nickel Clockstad on the full. Takes it outside the 20. And a great kick return, almost up to halfway. Philip Lepau. Ahoy, mates. Second time viewing up the Waz. Wateni Zelezniak. Takes it up the middle. 35 metres out. Here's Stowers Smith. Quick ruck ball for the Waz. Martin goes short for Laban. Bends the line. He just holds onto the ankles there, Big Tino. Quick play the ball. Fifth and last. Martin steps back in field. Pops it back for Laban. Keeping it alive here. Crossfield kick from Aaron Clark. Plants it on a dime for Cam Pereira. Pops it back in for Halasima. And Leka the Wrecker gets a try. Aaron Clark with the crossfield kick. You can't believe it. Aaron Clark, the number 13, with a crossfield kick from in front of the posts. Cam Pereira's allowed to take it uncontested, and he pops it back in for Halasima. Aaron Clark put it on a dime. The crossfield kick. He's standing in front of the post. Kicks out to the edge for Pereira. Iramia stands back and says, you can have it. I'll make the tackle. But Pereira got the arms up. Popped it back in. And Halasima slides across for the try. That was craziness. Absolute mental. Oh, geez, I gave him too many points. Hang on. No, I didn't. Try confirmed. Inside the final 10 minutes of this opening half. That was a big try, that one. Harris Tavita, he's had some kicking practice. Can he put this one over? He's about 15 to the left of the post. Strikes it well, just sneaks inside that near upright. Harris Tavita converts. And the Warriors up 20 points to 6. Tries to Wateni Zelezniak, Pereira, Harris Tavita, and now Halasima. 2 conversions for Harris Tavita. Titans get us back underway. 9 minutes 40 until the halftime break. Smulitalo. Ahoy, mate. Awesome coverage watching from Bad Windsheim, Bayern, Germany, as the Warriors cough the ball up. What an invitation here for the Titans. Early in the tackle count, fresh off points. 20 out from their own line. Stowers Smith. Well, in fairness, it wasn't Stowers Smith's fault. The pass from Egan to a player that wasn't expecting it. Scrum down here for the Titans. Here's Campbell. Takes the line on. Looks for the quick play of the ball. Pascoe for Cooper by 5 meters out now, right in front of the posts. 20 points to 6. Can the Titans hit back? Pascoe goes left. Harrison, short ball for Fermor. 6 again. Slow play of the ball, this one. I guess they figure they've already given away the set restart. Oh, and the mistake is made. Stowers Smith picks up the loose ball, bumps off the cover tackle, and he's dragged down over halfway as the Warriors counterattack. Quick play the ball, and it's on out to the left. Urumia Tuava decides to go up the middle, though. 30 meters out on play 1. Egan at first receiver for Harris Tavita. Steps inside by, and he's brought down by Haas. That was a big mistake, that one from the Titans. Clark, a settler, 20 meters out in midfield. Can't believe that mistake from the Titans. Fresh off a set restart it was as well, as Laban angles back in towards the posts. 10 meters out. Clark, nice inside ball. Urumia Tuava keeps it alive. Martin spins out of the tackle. Tries to shrug off Kinney, but Keanu Kinney brings him down. 5th and last. Harris Tavita dinks it over the top, looking for Pereira. And Halasima tries to come down with it. He's lost it forward. Titans will get the play the ball. T-Star, ahoy, mate. Reed Nichols, ahoy, mate. Go Warriors. Special Ops says, come on, boys. Samuel Puru, ahoy, mate, up the waz. The Titans are able to bring it up now 10 short of halfway. They've had opportunities, the Titans, but just a lack of execution letting them down on this occasion. Cooper by out the back for Harrison. He looks to go quickly. Harris Tavita jams up on him, shuts him down nicely with 6.5 to play in this opening 40. Titans keep the ball alive. Paxton. And we've got a penalty now to the Warriors. Josh Paxton was in front of the play the ball and then received a pass. If you're in front of the play the ball, you are out of play. And there you can see him. Paxton was ahead of the play the ball. He then receives an offload. And that is a penalty to the Warriors. And that is the lack of execution that is letting the Titans down here in this first half. $40 meters out from the line. The Warriors could really put a dagger in here. Will, ahoy there, mate. Over on the TikTok. Well, I think it's Will. I've just substituted the X with an I. Urumia Tuava almost finds space. Clark for Martin. Out the back for Nickel Clockstadt. And now, Lake Tower tries to go in and away on Sami. He's brought to ground, 5 out. Charles Nickel Clockstadt tries to burrow over from dummy half. He's copped an almighty wedgie. That might be one of the biggest wedgies I've ever seen anybody get on a footy field. And he was held up over the line, held up by the pants by the looks of it. Fifth and last, Martin with the crossfield kick. Lands at a meter out from the line. Titans lose it backwards. But the loose ball is secured. Aramahal has it. Half a meter out from their own line. The Titans have coughed it up. Aramahal in the play the ball. They don't have a challenge remaining because they goofed it up earlier. The worst captain's challenge in history, perhaps, earlier on. And now they don't have one to call upon here if they wanted to. And, well, they wouldn't have wanted to anyway. Because you wouldn't. They would have burnt their challenge right there if they listened to Big Arama anyway. Wow. That's a huge mistake. Tackle one. Half a meter out from their own line. 4 minutes to go until the halftime break. The Wars get another chance here. Let Tower dancing around at the defensive line, taken down 10 meters out. Big open side to the left. Martin for Clark. Quick hand, Stowers Smith. Taken down 5 meters out now in front of the posts. Clark again for Martin. Dummies. Pops the short ball up for Laban. Breaks the line and scores. Jacob Laban. And that is a real backbreaker on the stroke. Well, not on the stroke of halftime. Still 3.5 minutes, but the Warriors presented one opportunity too many. The Titans making too many mistakes, too many invitations down this end of the field. Eventually, they were always going to crack. And it's Jacob Laban bursting through. 24 points to 6, the kick to come. A dominant first half for the Wars. Scott McLaren, ahoy mate. Came across this stream sitting at a freshwater stream in South Korea. Oh, how very nice. Oh, I would love to get myself to South Korea one day. Emmanuel walks with you. I wish I did a flyover to Aussie for this game. I was keeping an eye out for the Joker. I wondered if the Joker made his way out. Harris Tavita about 15 meters to the right of the posts. Puts it on target. Conversion successful. 26 points to 6 leading into the halftime break. That was a huge try on the stroke of halftime. Jared Henlon. Ahoy, mate. You need Barney, Healy, and Chance. Two minutes until the halftime break. Oh, Barnett. Barnett passed his HIA. I only just saw a replay of the fact that he even had a HIA. But he's passed it anyway. He'll be back onto the field for the second half. Bad guy. You just need Sami to score 1. I'll take a piece of that action as well. Sami or Pascoe. Can the Warriors jag another one here before the break? Laban. 10 short of halfway. A minute and a half remaining. Stowers Smith takes the 5th and last. Just inside the Titans half. Martin decides to run here. Takes it to the line. Chips over the top. But Sami had dropped back to take it on the full. Tamade Martin chasing his own kick through there. Makes the tackle. But Titans should get the last say here in the first half. 26 points to 6. You get the feeling that they probably need some points before the break here, the Titans. Bafita. Well wrapped up. 4 Warriors defenders there. They're not going to let this slip, are they? The Wars. 6 again for the Titans. 44 seconds until the break. Pascoe. Goodbye. 5 short of the halfway line. Harrison out the back for Kinney. Steps away from Harris Tavita. Comes back in field. Kinney dummies and goes to ground. 20 seconds left. Campbell steps off the left boot. Goes straight through. Pops the pass up. But it's not handled there. Is it Pascoe? Pascoe in support. Knocks it on. And that'll be the halftime break, you would imagine. I can't see either team really being interested in packing this scrum. Knock on there, but Jaden Campbell just showing his threat. Big step off the left boot, opening them up. But the Warriors scramble. The pass didn't stick anyway. Smulatalo came across this stream in a hotel in Kuala Lumpur for the All Blacks versus Ireland. Now back in Germany, up the Wars. Very nice. Awesome stuff. I love hearing about people all over the world coming and hanging out and partying with us here for the footy or the rugby. 26 points to 6 at the halftime break. I'm going to have myself a quick break and be back for the second half action right after this. Thanks for being with us so far. Wasted Water Sports, live on YouTube, live on Twitch, live on TikTok. If you're new here and enjoying hanging out with us, feel free to subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch, follow on TikTok. It all helps the channel grow. And we'll be back for the second half very, very soon.
the game's just a backdrop for drunken retorts. Rugby league or union, it's all fair play. But it's the banter that steals the show. Hey, 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 hey! Ahoy! We're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. Whoa, 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 ahoy, whoa, whoa, whoa. Scrums and tries, they're all well and good, but we're here for the jokes and teddy pants less. From the kickoff to the final whistles blow, we'll take the two and then we're ready to go. Ahoy, we're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. We break down the plays, but it's all in jest. With a laugh and a cheer, we lay down our bets. No serious analysis, no expert critique, just a bunch of mates sharing plenty of drinks. Sideline jokes and post-match tales, all the big goofs and epic fails. We're not so serious and that's our style. With each ahoy, we raise our steins. Ahoy! Ahoy! We're here to make some noise. It's all about the laughs, the fun, and the choice. Join us in our world where the banter is prime. Wasted world of sports, we're having a good time. So come along and join our sporty crew, where the banter's always fresh and the laughs are true. Wasted world of sports, here's to more cheers. We'll see you on the pitch and drink some beer.
Welcome back, Waste of Water Sports crew. Halftime here, 26 points to 6 in favor of the Warriors. It's been an absolute schmozzling at the moment at Cbus Stadium, home of the Titans. They just haven't quite got it done today. The Titans, they've shown fairly consistent signs of improvement all season long. But today, discipline and execution letting them down. And they go into halftime trailing by 20. It could have been a little bit more. Harris Tavita did not have the kicking boots on. In fairness, though, they were tough kicks from the sideline, but still, modern day, modern day, you expect the goal kickers to put more of those over than they miss. Stats at halftime, 57% possession in favor of the Warriors. Stats, of course, can often be deceiving. Certainly not on this occasion, though. A 14 from 20 completion rate for the Titans, 19 from 21 for the Warriors. I mean, that creates the disparity in the score. Emmanuel walks with you. Sometimes the game can be decided by the conversions. I think they're safe today, but yes, absolutely. How many times have we seen teams outscore the opposition in tries, but end up ultimately losing the game? The Raiders pretty much won a minor premiership off it last year. Like, not to disrespect the Raiders, Ricky's Green Goblins did very, very well last year, but I would love to go through and actually do a stat on how many of those games, how many of those close games the Raiders won, did their opposition actually score more tries than them? I think that you will find it'd almost be in double figures. Well, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. There are a lot. So, yes, goal kicking is critical. Jackson Fraser says, come on, Sammy. Yeah, come on, Sammy. Or Pasco, or Kinney, or Campbell. Bloody anyone. I'm keen for the Titans to get some tries, right? Like, I need Khan Pereira or Wateni Zalesniak for one more. Khan Pereira or Wateni Zalesniak get one more. That's another leg ticked off. But after that, I kind of need the Titans to get some points. Get some points on the board for the rest of the multi. Emor over on the TikTok. You've been on the live for 50 minutes. Cheers, Emor. It's always fun hanging out, even if I don't know that you're actually there. One comment's always nice, though. I know that the interaction and the comments aren't for everybody. Some people don't like to. Some people prefer just to lurk. It is nice, though, just to say, I mean, I'm not pressuring anybody. I'm not guilty to anybody. I'm just saying it is nice to see the odd comment every now and then. D-Funk, ahoy, mate. I know that there's plenty of WAS supporters here on the ways to World of Sports, which means there'll be plenty of happy people right about now at the halftime break. 26 points to 6. Now, let's see. Iveco, Waste to World of Sports is live on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok each and every week. And YouTube is definitely our number one platform. But I'll tell you what, over the course of this season, TikTok has well and truly been catching up in leaps and bounds. Hayes, ahoy there, mate. Clint 007 says, up the waz. Emmanuel walks with you. It's been over a year since your first ahoy. Many more to come. Mookie, ahoy, mate. Plenty more action coming up today. There'll be a short break in between games, but then we'll be back for a doubleheader. The Panthers taking on the Raiders, and the Broncos taking on the Newcastle Knights. So plenty more action still to come after this one. Frank Lagaya. Oh, sorry, I just got sidetracked for a second. Frank Lagaya. Just remind for some reason, just that I don't know if I'm saying your last name correctly, but it just reminded me of Jay Lagaya. But yeah, Frank Lagaya, reckon Dallin will score again. I reckon there's a very good possibility that both Dallin and Khan Pereira could both go over again at some point here in the second half. I only need them for one more. Either one of them is fine. But I've got a feeling there's going to be plenty more tries here in the second half. Real Project Zorgo fan fiction. Your dad is watching the game. You went to a Warriors game in Wellington when they played there, and it was cool. You went with your dad and your sister. That's awesome, man. Awesome stuff. Yeah, I most recently went to the footy with my dad for the Titans-Panthers game. Clint 007, you live betted Wateni Zalesniak and Khan Pereira for 2 each. 2 each! At $3.40. Wow. Hang on. So when you say you live bet 2 each, that means still 2 overall in the match? Or do they both need to score 2 tries in the second half? if it's just a live bet for 2 overall, 1 more each. Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. I was going to say, I think 2 each is a little bit ambitious, but who knows the way that this game's going. Scott McLaren, I cover rugby league, rugby union, as many games as I find physically possible. I'm struggling a little bit. I've had a cold, so my voice is a little bit more nasally than normal, a little bit more croaky. But yeah, I've been fighting this cold for about 2 weeks now. So I haven't done as many games over the past fortnight as I normally would on account of my physical health. But yeah, I try and get as many done as possible. Second half, off and running. And the Warriors with the kickoff. Titans will get first use of it. Big defense from the Waz, keeping the Titans pinned down here. So, needless to say, the Titans will need to be the first team to score in the second half. I mean, that pretty much goes without saying. Can they get it done? Pascoe goes short here for Cooper by as they exit the red zone. Cooper loses his headgear. Gonna need that fella. Panthers, Raiders, Broncos, Knights still to come today. As Kenny cops a high shot. No call from the referee. 5th and last here for the Titans. Campbell from his own side of halfway puts the kick down. Wateni Zalesniak takes it on the 20. And it's an easy kick return. No real pressure on the kick chase. Simple stuff there for Mr. Soulglow himself. Looking for Wateni Zalesniak or Cam Pereira for another try. And if we hit that, then we need the Titans to start doing something. Tower plays it just short of halfway. They get a 6 again. Ruck infringement. The discipline for the Titans, poor discipline, I should say, carries over into the second 40. Uromir Tuava, good carry. 30 meters out in midfield. That's only play 2. Barnett spins away from Haas. And he brings it up to the 20-meter line. Egan goes left here for Martin. Turns it back inside for Harris Tavita. Cutout pass out to the right for Nickel Clockstadt, who's dumped in the tackle. 20 meters out in midfield. Big defense there on Nickel Clockstadt. Barnett goes again. Very flat-footed, though, Mitchie. 5th and last, 15 meters out from the line. Egan goes left here for Martin. Grubbers in behind the line. Kinney out of position, but diving over to save the day. Is that Ollie Pascoe? It is Ollie Pascoe who has saved the day. Tamate Martin has spotted Kinney out of position at the back. There was a huge hole for him to kick into. Grubbers in behind for himself. Pascoe, like Superman, just flies out of nowhere and picks it up for the Titans, but they're still under the pump here. Tackle 4, still inside their own 20. Us does bring it out of the red zone now. 5th and last. Big kick needed. Harrison, or Campbell rather, kicks it downfield, taken on the full by Nickel Clockstadt. He'll get the Warriors in great field position here on the kick return. Just short of halfway on tackle 1. The Titans, this has not been a good start to the second half. Trailing by 20 points as Egan almost finds his way up the middle. Wade Egan. He's been damaging all game long so far. As Capewell takes them on the outside. Harrison brings him down. 20 meters out on play 4. Halasima into play dummy half. Harris Tavita for Egan in midfield. Barnett for Martin out the back. Nickel Clockstadt. Numbers. Oh, Sami goes for the intercept, but he can't reel it in. Loses it forward into touch. It saves a try. but it'll be 6 more tackles here for the Waz. Wateni Selesniak was in for that double. If Sami didn't get his mitts in the way. Urumia Tuava, just to the left of the post here, 5 meters out. Almost does the splits. Egan for Harris Tavita. Cut out pass left, goes behind Camperera, and he loses it into touch. Well, that's a let off for the Titans. 26 points to 6. They're having a bit of a laugh about it, the Waz, but a lack of execution. Rushing that play. So 5 minutes gone here in the second half. No change to the score. Could easily have been a couple of occasions. As Cooper by wrapped up 30 meters out from their own line, the Titans. Sami 10 short of halfway. Set restart here for the Titans. Kinney back infield for Pascoe. And Keanu Kinney needs some open space. Look for him, look for Campbell. They can create something out of nothing, those two. As Brimson spins out of the contact up over halfway. Campbell to the 40. Steps away from Laban. Taken down by Late Tower. 30 meters out now in front of the posts. 3 tackles gone. Here's Cooper by out the back for Harrison. Short ball for Arama Howe. Gets the arms free. It's back in field for Cooper by. And he loses the ball. Cooper by bends the line, but coughs the ball up. And as somebody said in the chat room earlier, that pretty much sums it up tonight for the Titans. They're getting themselves into the backfield, but they can't maintain possession. Dear, oh dear. Scrum down here for the Waz inside their own 20. Wateni Zelezniak, a good carry. 7 minutes gone in the second half. No change to the score. Barnett, good carry up the middle. Stowers Smith, flat pass. Could have almost been called forward, but still there for the Waz on halfway. Barnett bobbles, goes out the back for Harris Tavita, and Capewell turns it inside for Halasima. Gets away from Pascoe. Still going, Lecker the Wrecker. 40 meters out in midfield. Egan catches the markers napping again. Gets a set restart. Late in the tackle count. Wade Egan is having an absolute blockbuster. Stowers Smith now, the settler in midfield. 15 out. Right in front of the posts. Barnett. Short ball. Hits the chest of Urumia Tuava, who busts the line and scores under the posts. Eddie Urumia Tuava extends this lead for the Waz. Great work from Mitchie Barnett. Taking it to the line. Well, it was a very flat pass. Oh. Oh, boy. That was a very flat pass. Referee was right on the spot, though. Try confirm. They can't rule on forward passes anyway. Try confirmed. It's 30 points to 6. Kick to come from right in front. One-way traffic here. One-way traffic. Harris Tavita's not going to miss from there. Let's just give him the goal already. 32 points to 6. 9 gone in the second half. From right in front, I've already given him the points. I'll feel ridiculous if he actually misses. Taking his sweet time with it. Puts it down the middle. Harris Tavita, never in doubt. 32 points to 6. The Warriors well and truly on top. A dominant display here. 9 gone in the second half. Go, Warriors, go, says Mr. Esdead. We're starting to talk about consolation points already for the Titans. The kickoff taken by Nickel Clockstadt in the end goal. And it's the try scorer, Uramir Tuava, running it back. The Golf Quest, ahoy mate, welcome back. I look forward to some more of your one-liners tonight. As the Wars now making easy meters up the middle. A slow play the ball from Laban. Barnett carries it up to the 40. Slow play the ball as the players get tangled up. No call of a set restart. Nickel Clockstadt on halfway. That's the 5th and last. Well, still fighting here, Nickel Clockstadt. Now it's the 5th and last. Quick play the ball. Harris Tavita dinks it in over the top. Calm Pereira coming through. Pressure on Kinney. And Keanu Kinney does extremely well to take it. There were plenty of Warriors flying through to put pressure on. But Kinney stands his ground. Stower Smith with a big tackle in midfield. The Titans finding it tough going. The crowd appealing for something to go their way. Penalty, set restart, anything. Sami brings it up to the 40. That's the 5th and last. They're just going to find themselves kicking back to the Wars here. Campbell down the short side. Puts the high ball up. Nickel Clockstadt plants himself under it on the 10-meter line. And he's able to bring it back outside the red zone. Early shift now from the Warriors. Out to the left. Calm Pereira. For Halasima. Can't hold on to the ball. Loses it into touch. And the Titans 40 meters out, they'll get the ball here. The Golf Quest says, I know a trainer who is in his 40s going out with younger girls. He's known as 40-20. Oh, dear. Well, I did ask for it. Lies, 4010. Not my team, but all credit to the Warriors. They're winning the games they should win. Definitely proving themselves to be a different Wars team this year, aren't they? Curtis Morin, driven back in a 3-man tackle. 32 points to 6. 12 gone here in the second half. For Asuwa Malawi. 20 meters out in midfield. Campbell kicks early, chips it over the top, looking for Brimson. Watene Zelezniak has the pace. Bats it dead. Daruge, ahoy mate. How's things there at Cbus today? Atmosphere at Cbus is decent. Oh, captain's challenge here from the Warriors. Watene Zelezniak is claiming a push in the back. It's a goal line dropout at the moment for the Wars, but Watene Zelezniak claiming he was pushed in the back. And the Warriors have launched a captain's challenge. It's Brimson here chasing back. And he hasn't even touched him. He hasn't even brushed him with a fingertip. So I don't know what that was all about from Watene Zelezniak. Challenge is unsuccessful. Both teams have now completely burnt their challenges. And they've both burnt their challenges with absolute disasters. Harris Tavita short with the restart. contestable. Batted back by the Titans. Penalty going to the Titans, but playing advantage at the moment is the referee. As Sami, I believe it is, who comes down with it 20 meters out from the line. It's play on. It was going to be a penalty there to the Titans, but referee happy to let this one go on. Harrison. Flat pass for Big Tino. Can't hold on to it. Story of the day for the Titans. Spilt forward and the Warriors dive on the loose ball. Harris Tavita has it. They get themselves in position. And yeah, the Titans just not taking their opportunities. Turning over another one early in the count. The Warriors able to make progress upfield with ease. Here's Laban. 10 short of halfway. Egan, short ball for Nickel Klokstad. Tackle 4 and into the Titans half they go. Barnett gets the bumpers up in midfield. Scott McLaren says, I think the only chance the Titans have is a natural disaster or a power outage. Fifth and last, Harris Tavita. Kicks deep. Kinney will take it 5 out from his own line. And he heads off infield. He's wrapped up there by Urumia Tuava. Right in front of his own post. Any Big Bash cricket fans in the chat remember the Brisbane Heat game where the lights went out? The lights went out at the stadium and did indeed save Brisbane on that occasion. Brimson offloads for Campbell. Breaks the line but slips. 10 short of halfway. Just enough to shut him down. Kinney has it out the back. Pops it up for Harrison wrapping around. Harrison down the right edge. 30 meters out. He's cut to ground on the 5th and last. Campbell puts the high ball up. Not a lot of distance on it. Kinney can't bat it back. And it bounces up for Mitch Barnett. Warriors back in possession. Early shift out to the right. Or in midfield as Martin steps back inside. Looked like they were going all the way out to the right. With Tenny's Lesniak winds up. Gets those old legs pumping. And brings it up to the 40-meter line. Capewell. Just short of halfway. 3 tackles gone. Healy out of dummy half. Carrying on where Wade Egan left off. Harris Tavita into dummy half. Clark for Martin. Opens them up in midfield. Urumia Tuava through again for Clark. Goes on the outside for Martin. Spills it out the back. And the Titans scoop up the loose ball. But it's touched a Titan player who's knocked it on. Oh, penalty for early tackle. 10 in the bin. Professional foul. AJ Brimson, have a seat. Not with Chris Hansen, but in the bin. An early tackle as the Waz make the break through the middle. They're just ripping them to shreds now. "24 minutes left to play. 32 points to 6. And now the Warriors, they're already making gaps everywhere. They'll have an extra man for the next 10 minutes. This could get very, very nasty. This could explode. Healy, what's he going to do? They're going to tap and go. Fisher Harris gets the bumpers up. 5 meters out now, just to the left of the posts. The Fish plays it. Healy goes for Martin in midfield. Turn back inside. Urumia Tuava. Couple of meters out on play 2. Martin for Capewell. 5 meters out, just to the left of the posts. Clark for Martin as they shift right now. Here they come. Nickel Klokstad dummies. Cuts through and scores the try. Another one for the Waz. Shans Nickel Klokstad. 36-6 with the kick to come. Way too easy. Way too easy. Oh, wait a minute. The bunker has intervened here. And they're looking at a potential obstruction. Urumia Tuava. Oh, it's going to be taken off them. It's going to be taken off them. No try. Penalty to the Titans. Oh dear. If you had Nickel Clockstat in your multi, you would be furious right now. Penalty for the Titans. They can clear outside their red zone. Dear. The bunker taking this one away. A reprieve for the Titans. Clint 007 is raging. You thought you made bankers. For Asua Malawi, for Harrison. Quick hands now. Space for Fafita. For the first time tonight, Halasima brings him down. 30 meters out on play 3. That's better from the Titans, though. 6 again. Tino in midfield. Throws it out the back to nobody. It bounces up for Jaden Campbell. 30 meters out in midfield. Sami comes in looking for work. Fred Scott, ahoy, mate. Basua Malawi, short ball from Moran. Gets the pass back. Kinney can't control it, but it's knocked backwards. Steps inside Halasima. Gets the ball free. Back for Moran. Fodawaker now. Oh, chopped in half there by Fisher, Harrison, Clark. 15 out from the line. Kinney. Short ball for Haas. Or Paxton, sorry. 5 meters out here. The Titans building. Fodawaker for Martin. Harrison, my apologies. 5th and last. 24 meters gained. Crossfield kick from Jaden Campbell. Finding Iramia. No, he finds Cam Pereira. Cam Pereira takes it under immense pressure. Diffuses that high ball beautifully. Manuel Snow, ahoy, mate. Laird Tower brings it out to the 20. Still a quarter of this game to go. I'm not suggesting that that this is necessarily winnable for the Titans, but still a quarter of this game to go. That's a long time in modern-day rugby league. 5th and last, Harris Tavita puts the kick downfield, taken on the full by Kinney. And Keanu winds up and brings it back 10 short of the halfway line in midfield. He gets driven back 5 meters in the contact there. Aaron Clark, what a player. What a truly underrated, underappreciated player, Aaron Clark. An absolute workhorse as Uramia takes it up over halfway. Into the Warriors half they go. For Asua Malawi, good post-contact meters again from Tino. 30 meters out. Moran for Harrison. Campbell can't control the ball, and they've coughed it up again. The Titans. I'm not even a Titans fan, and this is frustrating. The amount of dropped ball, they get themselves into the backfield, and then cough it up. Jaden Campbell under the pressure from Late Tower. More mistakes from the Titans, letting them down. Scrum down for the Warriors. Here's Halasima with a good carry. Almost up to the halfway line on play one. Healy out of dummy half. Manhandled by Paxton. Clark goes short for Urumia Tuava. 40 meters out now from the Titans line. Healy for Nickel Clockstadt. Nice ball. Puts Lake Tower through half a hole. And he's held up by Pascoe, 20 meters out. Big lineup to the left here. Clark, that's where he goes. Martin, short ball for Capewell. Well read by Harrison. Fifth and last. Martin out the back for Harris. Tavita holds the pass up too long. And he's tackled a couple of meters out from the line. That'll be a handover. Titans, well defended. $18 minutes left in this game. My clock has ended up so far ahead for some reason. I'm going to pause it for a little bit. We've got to catch up. As Big Tino rocked backwards in the tackle, led by that man again, Aaron Clark. What a beast. Is there anything he can't do, Aaron Clark? Sami with a good carry, bringing it out of the 20. Only 2 tackles left, though, for the Titans as Sami goes again. Fifth and last, inside their own 40. Harrison needs a big kick. And he sends it straight down the throat of Nickel Clockstadt at the back, who fires it in field for Wateni Zalesniak. And Wateni Zalesniak decides to come straight back to the left edge. Cam Pereira now has a crack. Fires it over into midfield for Martin. Onto Late Tower. One-on-one with Campbell. Goes straight through. Late Tower up over halfway. Nickel Clockstadt in support. Gives the pass. But Harrison drags him down from behind. They need a quick play the ball. 62 on 1 out to the left. Go left, boys. Left. Harris Tavita for Capewell. Capewell steps back in field and goes on his own. 6 again for the Waz. Fisher Harris out of dummy half. He's over the line, but he's held up. Great scrambling defense there from the Titans. The Warriors. Capewell cutting back in field and going on his own. They just needed to draw and pass. They had an overlap of all time. Fisher Harris plays it. Healy for Stowers Smith. 10 meters out in front of the posts. On play 3. Clark to the line. Out the back for Martin. Martin dummies and slices through. Tamate Martin scores. And they won't be taking this one off them. They will not be taking this one away. 36 points to 6. With the kick to come. The Waz, they are on song. Big performance here today. This was the kind of performance that they needed. One-way traffic continues here. 36-6 kick to come. Tamate Martin in for his first try today. Hayes but I can assure you that he's been involved in quite a few. My favourite try of the day so far, though, still Aaron Clark with the crossfield kick. Aaron Clark from in front of the posts somehow ended up with the ball on the fifth and last. Crossfield kick on a dime to Cam Pereira to pop it back in for Halasima. Harris Tavita from just to the right of the post here, about 10 metres to the right, to convert the Tamate Martin try and make it 38 points to 6. Starts it out to the left. It stays out to the left. 36 points to 6 it remains. Harris Tavita can't convert the Tamate Martin try, but 15 minutes left to play. 30-point lead here for the Waz. Dylan Canada says up the Waz. Fred Scott, ahoy, mate. Titans get us back underway. Don't forget, Wastewater Sports, Panthers, Raiders, Broncos, Knights, still to come today. Plenty more action coming up. Stower Smith fends away from Pascoe, fends away from Fermor. And he's brought down by Jaden Campbell. 30 out from their own line here. Clark. Blinder of a game today, Aaron Clark. Martin heads to the right for Oromia Tuava, just short of halfway. Staying on the short side. Healy for Martin. Quick hands. Leg Tower in space again. And he stands in the tackle there. Tower 30 metres out on the fifth and last. They've gone 53 metres upfield. Martin puts the high ball up. Kinney comes forward for it. Just a couple of metres out from his own line. He's taken down. Brimson ready to come back onto the field. Penalty here for the Titans. An illegal steal. Brimson back on. That was a quick 10 minutes, huh? And to 1973G, it doesn't help my multi with Titans players in it and them not scoring. Tell me about it. 13 and a half minutes to go. I've got 2 lots of Titans. 4 Titans players in combos to choose from, and none of the sons of bitches can score. For Asua Malawi up to halfway. Can they jag some consolation points here in the final 10? Potawaka up to the 40-metre line. Randall goes out the back now for Harrison, and Kinney steps away from Halasima, who jammed up on him. "30 metres out from the line now on play 4. Randall short for Potawaka, who goes straight through. Here they come. Oh, try saver by Nickel Klokstad. Unbelievable intercept. Shans Nickel Klokstad. That was a try for the Titans for all money. Stower Smith now bumps away from a couple. What an amazing try saver, Nickel Klokstad. Harris Tavita now, late offload above the head of Capewell, and it falls for Healy. Dances around in midfield, flicks it out for Capewell, who surrenders in the tackle 35 metres out. 12 minutes left to play. Here's Riley Price with his first hit up of the game. Healy out of dummy half. Takes it inside the 20. He's not held. He gets up and goes again. 10 metres out from the line. Jim Dark, ahoy, mate. Fifth and last here for the Waz. 76 metres off that set. Martin chips it in over the top. Brimson back for it. And Brimson passes to Kinney. He's put a foot on the end goal there, Brimson. It's a line dropout, Titans. 11 minutes left to play. As we see a replay of that try-saving intercept by Nickel Klokstad. Campbell. Wow, the restart into no man's land. Taken by the Waz. Stowers Smith. Takes tackle 1. 20 metres out in midfield. Stands in the 3-man Titans tackle. Price. Takes on Big Mo in midfield. 10 metres out. Martin wants it on the left. Turns it back inside for Harris Tavita. Rapid around the back. Dummies inside. And drifts across field before he's cut down 5 metres out. Quick play the ball. Healy, they're up quickly on him. He's sacked by Keanu Kinney. On tackle 4, Clark appealing for a penalty here. Healy staying down here, playing for the penalty. Aaron Clark was convinced that Healy got a bit of a working over there on the deck. They're going to play on here. Tackle 4. 10 metres out from the line. Clark turns it inside for Stowers Smith. Backs into the defence. 5th and last, right in front of the posts. Martin wants it left. Dummies and goes through for a double. Tamate Martin hits the line. Holds the ball out in 2 hands. And just slices through some really poor Titans defense. Tamate Martin gets a double. 40 points to 6, kick to come. Dear, oh dear, that was easy. Lined up to the left here, and they don't even need to go beyond 1 pass. Slices through untouched. 40 points to 6. They paid him absolutely no respect here. The Titans' defense was either just lazy or they paid him no respect at all. Turning their backs on him. And Tamate Martin says, I'll have a piece of that. Well, I won't have a piece. I'll have every damn bit of it. $40 points to 6. Kick to come. Third try-scoring double in his career, the 2nd this season. Tamate Martin. The Titans, I had too much faith in them. Didn't tip them to win, but I mean, I had too much faith in them by putting Titans players in my same game multi. I won't make that mistake again. Harris Tavita, 4 from 7 today. This one about 15 to the left of the posts. Over it goes. 42 points to 6. Conversion successful. A big performance here for the Waz. A much-needed statement victory. Special ops, ahoy, mate. Metcalf scratching his head, eh? Titans get us back underway. The kickoff down to the 10-metre line, and Riley Price from the back fence. Eight and a half minutes still to play. Can we get some consolation points for the Titans? Another one for the Waz and a couple of consolations for the Titans. Is there enough time left? Stowers Smith, short ball for Price, bends the line on halfway. Offloads for Harris Tavita. Harris Tavita somehow reels that ball in behind his back. And it's called a knock on. Oh, that's rough. They've called it a knock on. It looked like it contained it. But the referees called that one a knock on. Scrum down, 7.5 to go. Can we get some consolation points? Panthers, Raiders, Broncos, Knights still to come today. Doubleheader coming up after a short break. Panthers, Raiders is one of those games that's got... it's capable of being an absolute blockbuster, isn't it? As Randall takes it up over halfway. Harrison to the line. Campbell dummies and slices through. Pops it up for Sami. Sami puts the foot down. Tackle 20 metres out. Penalty goes for the Titans. Jeez, they're going back a long way here. They're going back a long way for the penalty. J.S. Paluga, ahoy, mate. What a difference 7 days can make. Kalen Ponga back for the Knights. I might have to reconsider my tip. Mells, ahoy. As Harrison drifts across field, links up with Kinney. Pereira jams in. And makes a big hit on him, 30 metres out from the line. 6 minutes left to play. Certainly not enough time now for all the consolation points that I need. But Asuamalawe picked up and driven back. Loses the ball out the back. It's play on. Kinney stepping back infield. Offloads. Intercept. Laban comes down with it here for the Warriors. Harrison limping off the field. Just to make matters worse for the Titans, their halfback limping off the field in the arms of the trainer. Things going from bad to worse. Not what the Titans needed with 5.5 to play. Oh, he can't put any pressure on that right foot. Halasima down for cramp as well. Zane Harrison. A big injury. Glenn Woods, what a performance from the third place team. Well done, Waz. They carry on now with 5 minutes left to play. Clark dumped in midfield. Big defense from the Titans, but too little too late. Stour Smith carries inside the 40. Fifth and last. What can they come up with here? Clark. From Martin, goes out the back for Harris Tavita. Pereira cuts back in field, and that'll be a handover. 30 metres out from the Titans line. Big performance indeed. We were talking about it in the pre-game about this is the sort of game that the Waz traditionally, they would stumble, wouldn't they? Waz of old. But 2026 could very well be a different year. Fasa Malawi up to the 40. 4 minutes left. Can the Titans get some consolation points? They've been decimated. Fifth and last. 30 metres out. Campbell, flat pass for Fermor. Cutout pass left for Brimson. Brimson draws in the fullback. Puts Sami away down the left. And the Warriors scramble and shut the play down just a couple of metres out from the line. 42 points to 6, but they want to keep it that way. They did not need to put that amount of effort in. but they're keen to keep this second half clean slate. Great scrambling defense there from the Waz. Hoot says no Ponga for the Kiwis just because the Kangaroos don't want him anymore. Kinney has had the spot for 2 years and owns it. Is the offload there for Halasima to Healy. And he's taken down 30 metres out from their own line here, the Warriors. 42 points to 6. Panthers Raiders will be coming up after a short break. And then Broncos versus the Knights. 2.5 minutes to go. Oh, excuse me. 2.5 minutes to go. And the Warriors have coughed this one up. $42 points to 6 as it just, this game just winds down to a slow and miserable end, really. As the scrum taking some time to pack. 1 second in the timer. There we go. They get themselves locked in. 40 metres out from the line. Brimson has it on the left. Dances around, trying to find a gap, trying to commit a defender and open it up. Moran. Taken just outside the 20. Campbell goes right for Kinney. Nice pass there for Paxton. And he's tipped up 15 metres out from the line. Penalty. He was tipped up too much. Titans tap and go. Here's Big Tino up the middle. He's had a strong game tonight for Asawa Malawi. 5 metres out, just to the right of the post. Randall for Fotoacre and Campbell. Grubbers through, looking for Sami. Finds Nickel Clockstadt on the spot again. What a blinder he's had at the back. Diffuses another kick. Saves another try. 1 minute to go. Warriors back in possession. He's shut everything down tonight, Nickel Clockstadt. What a performance at the back. Quick play the ball from Halasima. And now straight through goes Harris Tavita. Up over halfway. 40 metres out. He stops. Fires it back in field for Egan. Egan drifting across to the right. And he's put down 30 metres out in midfield. Another good line break from Harris Tavita. Nickel Clockstadt for Urumia Tuava inside the 20. 20 seconds left on the clock. Fifth and last, Egan with the crossfield kick. Lands it in front of the post. Oh, flying through was Laban, but he spills it forward. Jacob Laban with the knock on. And that'll be the game. 42 points to 6. Knee Grumbler, ahoy mate. What a performance from the Warriors. Wasted Water Sports, live on YouTube, live on Twitch, live on TikTok. And we'll have a short break. We'll have a break of about 20 minutes. And then we'll be back for the double header. As the bunker confirms the knock on there against Laban. The Titans will get one final play. It'll be interesting to see what they do with it here. 10 seconds left on the clock. Do they just hit it up and surrender in the tackle? Or do they throw it around and try something here? They run it up and surrender in the tackle, basically. Oh, for Asawa Malawi, looks to offload, but story of the day for the Titans. The offload can't be controlled. It's another knock on. That's the full-time siren. That's the game. 42 points to 6. So, yes, we're going to have about a 20-minute break. And we'll be back for the doubleheader, the rest of tonight's games. Panthers versus the Raiders. And Broncos versus the Knights. Wasted World of Sports crew, thank you so much for joining me here for this one. Was way too good. They retain third place on the ladder with a 42 points to 6 victory. So yes, if you're new to the channel and you've enjoyed hanging out, do feel free to subscribe on YouTube and follow on TikTok and follow on Twitch. And we'll be back in about 20 minutes to half an hour's time for the Panthers versus the Raiders. Thank you so much for your company in this one, and we'll catch you then. Cheers.